All right, Max, let's check out your second run at Stratton GS. We'll watch it in regular motion and then slow it down.
Go, Max! Go, Max! Yeah, he was Race are ready. Let's go, John. Let's go. Make it count. Make it count. 4. Go, go, go!
All right, let's check it a little slower. All right, let's start. You got the right idea. You know you need momentum coming out. That's pretty good. We do have to work on kind of not tripping this wand too early. So, you know, the wand, you can see it, it's right there. And you come out and kind of trip it with your left leg. So maybe lost a couple tens, but we need to work on just sort of kind of leaving the legs and the feet back behind the wand as we reach out over with the upper body and try to get some momentum coming out. We also need to work on a little bit more of a stronger kind of push with the poles there. But more important is the skiing, of course. And there are some good turns. Here you are setting up here, nice and level, obviously by that panel. That's good stuff. I mean, this one here, Max, is really good. Picture perfect, actually. You come through here, you know, you're in rise line, you're intersecting rise line with your skis pointing out in the way, and you're going to bring shape back, and you're going to get level by the panel. And you're driving those hands a little bit, you know, kind of forward. But, I mean, look at that. The angles of your, you know, shins, skis. We have some nice upper body separation, upper and lower body separation there. We have level shoulders. That is good stuff. You come through, you move forward, hands wide and balance. Wide for balance and transition, that's good. Got kind of light there. Must have been a little knoll. That gave you a little trouble because you kind of skidded there through it, but you fought through. Now, one thing we want to do is really try to drive both arms forward as we're going by the panel. All right, so if you actually move that outside hand, you know, forward and really out over the downhill ski, you know, that would help. Inside arm, especially if we're going to like be trying to brush these things, we got to get it going forward. We don't want to be catching them. So we got kind of skiddy down here, but the good thing, Max, is I saw one turn up there where it was freaking awesome, and you were, you know, carving back to the gate. If you can do it once, you can do it twice, and you can do it all the time. So we just need to work on more consistency. Like here, you started to turn too early. Here you came through, and now your skis are down almost in the fall line. So you know that if you actually carved from there, you'd crash into the panel or be on the inside. So you have no choice but skid, 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 skid. Give yourself room. You know, now you can kind of turn. So it's more being just consistent. You know, that one too, for some reason you kind of skid at the top of the turn. So we got to work on those, as we have been talking about, those big edge angles, rolling up the skis at the top of the turn to a high edge angle platform. And once you get that platform established, we can push against it. You know, that platform won't move. You know, so sometimes you don't really put the platform out there, and you start pressuring the skis on a little flatter ski so they skid. But what we do know is we saw a couple good turns. If you can make those, you can make them all. Coming through here, you know, we told you to drop the apex down to the panel. So I here on the flatter, where it got a little flatter, I wanted half the turn above, half the turn below, and that's a good job. That's what you're doing. So we didn't have to bring as much shape back, because a little flatter. Nice job there. That looks like a pretty good turn. Carving right there. But you see the arms by your sides? Let's move them forward. We want to drive those hands forward past the panel. It really helps get into the front of the boot and be in the driver's seat. So, good job. So again, let's try to make sure we're driving our hands through the turn past the panel. Make sure we're rolling up the skis at the top of the turn to a nice high edge angle platform then to push against. I saw some good turns up there, so we know we can do it. We just need to be more consistent and be patient. Wait for a rise line. Intersect rise line where the ski is pointing out and away from the pole or the panel. So bring shape back. But saw some good stuff, and let's keep working on it.